Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can obtain the rank biserial correlation coefficient using Microsoft Excel. This video will focus on how to obtain the measure, not so much if you should or how to interpret it. In a previous video I've shown how you can use my own add-in that simply actually has a function to calculate it, but in this one I'll simply use no other libraries or add-ins and simply go over all the steps. The first thing we need is of course some example data, which I've put in columns A and B. In column A I have gender, and only male and female were selected by the student, so that makes it binary. And we have the mixed number of activities, which as you can see range from far too little to far too much. The first thing I actually did was recode those to their corresponding number. So that's what I've used over here. I've used an index, so only if both of them actually have a some input, then I'm going to actually look for an index of this little column or array range. Then it's going to match the one that it finds over here, the B2, and it's going to match that in this little range, and I only want exact matches. So this will actually then find, in this case, too little, so 1, 2, 2, and then it will also return the second row from this one. You might notice I'm using a semicolon to separate parameters. Your version of Excel might need a comma. Alright, once we have all the scores, then there are two versions. We can either use Curitin's versions or Glasses version. Glasses version is actually the same as Summers D or Cliff Delta. So how does it work? Well, we first calculate the ranks, and I've done that in column D. So what this is doing, again, it's checking if it's not empty. If it's empty, it just leaves it empty, and otherwise it will look for the average rank, which means that if two have the same rank, it will just average the ranks of those. The whole array is of course C, and I want them in an order 1, which means the lowest score gets the lowest rank. Alright, once we have those, we determine the average rank in each group. So we can simply use an average if for that, and then select the range. The criteria is this one, and then of course the average of those ranks. Then we determine the total sample size, which is simply the count of how many ranks do we actually have. And finally we can calculate the glass rank biserial correlation coefficient by using this little formula, which is simply saying to take 2 times the difference between the two averages, so the difference between these two, divided over the total sample size. So in this case that turns out to be about minus 0.53. Curitin works slightly different. We determined for each score the number of scores less in the other category. So we go all over back here. Again, first checking if it's not empty, and otherwise it's going to count count only if, and there are two conditions. One is it should be unequal to the category for this specific rank of 4.5. So basically for this one, look at all the males and then count how many are actually having a rank, so again column D, that is less than the rank for this specific case. And we can just copy paste this all the way down. Once we have that, life becomes easy again. We simply do a sum if for both of those. So it's a bit similar like doing an average if as over there. Then we determine the rank biserial, which is then simply the difference between these two divided by the sum of these two, and that gives us minus 0.79. And that's roughly how you can calculate the rank biserial correlation coefficient using Microsoft Excel. Alright, I hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching.